Live. You're live.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sheila. I'm from North Carolina, and welcome to Kids Cast and Quirky Mommies. Today, I want to introduce Kyle. He's one of my 9 children, and he's helping me today. We're going to help you with one tip on how to hide vegetables for your children to eat. So he is peeling potatoes. Now, when you make the dish I'm going to show you, you don't have to peel potatoes, but I don't have time. So tell us where you're from, and welcome. I have just put some potatoes in the oven, and I'm going to make potato boats. And I'm going to show you how to hide your yellow squash inside, and the children will never know they're eating squash. So that's our trick for today. And while we wait for our potatoes, and while Kyle gets going on that, I'm going to show you how I cut a watermelon. So I just take my watermelon, and you know how ants love watermelon. So I wash my watermelon in the sink, and I let that dry just a second. And I get my plate. Hold on. Alright, so I get my plate.
Thank you, Quirky Mommy, for sharing our video.
Thank you for sharing. We're the Mungers, and I have 9 children. They're all mine. And we're just going to cut a watermelon, show you how our family cuts watermelon. And we're going to show you how to hide your kids' vegetables. So I get out my knife, and I cut the watermelon on a plate in the sink. I don't like watermelon juice all over my floor. I don't like it dripping on my cabinetry. I just really want to keep ants from coming in my house. So they smell it a mile away. So then once it's cut in half, I'm going to flip it upside down, and you're going to want to come look in here. I'm going to cut it into little divisions, so like that, and I turn it.
Wedges.
Little wedges, yes, little wedgies.
How many wedges do you do?
As many as needed, about 1 inch on each wedge. Okay, so 1 inch a wedge. And then, as I get all my wedges cut, the whole thing will be starred, like so. And we just go all the way around.
And you cut on a plate or a cutting board?
Yeah, I cut on the plate in the kitchen sink. So I guess that means you have to have a clean sink. Alright, so then you take up one of the pie wedges, have your bowl nearby, and you're going to want to have a bag, grocery bag nearby. I put all of it in the sink because I just don't want it.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. We reached 500.
Yeah, thank you for coming. I'm Sheila, and I'm going to show you how to cut a
Connie
watermelon
Pirate
really fast. Okay, so
Parrot just shared your video.
Slice down. Thank you.
Connie.
Thank you, Connie. Welcome. We're just going to slice this bad boy up. It's delicious. So I'm going to just make little sections, and then I go down.
So you do in the middle. Lori says good morning.
Good morning, Corey.
Lori.
Good morning, Lori. I'm just showing how fast a watermelon can be to cut. You don't have to spend a lot of time on it. You just kind of section it off and make little bite-sized pieces. It's really simple. And I do it in my sink so that the ants won't come. And that way we won't have critters in the house. We like ants if they're outside. We don't
So
like
I hear your pot boiling.
Yes, I've got a
We're
pot
doing
boiling
that
in the
before.
back because I'm going to show you the faster version of making some potatoes. I'm going to hide some squash in a potato, and I'll show you how to do that. So I'm just going to continue slicing just like that. And that's how fast it can be. Welcome from all over the world. I'm in North Carolina. I'm Sheila. I have 9 children. And today I'm going to show you how to hide some vegetables in your potatoes, the mashed potatoes that all the kids love. And I'm just showing you right now how a really fast watermelon can be cut. I put it in the bottom of my sink. I sliced it into wedgies.
Vicky says good evening from
Hey,
Australia.
Vicky. Oh, from Australia. I wish I was in Australia. Glad you could join us.
Karen, love all your videos all the way from
thank
South
you.
Africa.
I have been in Australia. I went for 2 months back in college in 90.
Evan says good morning.
Thank you, Evan. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm just showing how to cut a watermelon really fast. So
you just go right to the center.
I flipped it down in my bottom of my sink. I cut it into pie wedgies, and I bring it right over here, and I go slice, 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 about a ½ inch to 1 inch. The top one goes really easy. If the next one's big, just cut it in half, and then slice it again. And you always stop at
Tammy
the line.
says hi from Michigan. And
hello from Michigan.
Tammy,
welcome. If you like our movies, go ahead and share them. My husband and I are filmmakers. I have 9 children, and I have 5 boys, 4 girls.
Stephanie says good morning.
Hey, Stephanie, welcome.
Mississippi.
Mississippi.
She loves all your videos.
Oh, you're so sweet, Stephanie. Thank you. I am trying to be helpful. I hope what I can share is helpful.
It's 1 a.m. in the morning in Australia.
1 a.m. in the morning, Australia. Oh, wow. You are diehards. Thank you for joining us.
Tammy says Riverside, California. Hey.
California, hello. I have a California guy down in my basement right now. He is helping me. We are doing our renovation in our basement, and I'll take you down there in a second because today I have a treat for us. We have the energy tamers from our local energy store coming down and doing foam all over my basement wall. It's amazing. So if you're just joining us, tell us where you're from.
Audrey says hi from Gorman, New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Welcome from New Hampshire. We have relatives in New Hampshire. So we're just sharing a really quick way to cut a watermelon. It doesn't have to take forever.
Christy says good morning from Georgia.
Good morning, Christy from Georgia.
And hello from Oklahoma.
Oh, thank you for coming.
And hey,
Welcome.
Laura.
We are just joining, if you're just joining us, I'm Sheila, and I'm just trying to be helpful, give you some tips. I have 9 children, so everything I do has to be fast.
Angela says hello from Alabama.
Hello, Angela. So I'm just cutting the bottom one a little bit in the center there if it gets too wide for a bite.
He says hello from Colorado.
Oh, hello from Colorado. That's where I'm from. Yay, Colorado. Woohoo.
And Danielle from New Jersey.
And Danielle. Thank you for joining us. Oh, I love watermelon.
So, wow, you have 9 kids?
I have 9 children. They're all mine. I didn't borrow them. Well, from the Lord. And this is how we cut watermelon really fast. So if a couple of them get separated.
Vermont and Iowa.
From Iowa. Thank you. Welcome. We're just
Amanda,
sharing
hi.
a couple ideas, and I hope you've enjoyed our first tip on how to cut a watermelon really fast. All I did was flip it down in the bottom of my sink, cut the wedgies, and then you saw me how I cut the wedges fast. So that's really fast, really easy, and then you can enjoy.
Jennifer says hello from Iowa.
Hey, Jennifer. Welcome. Okay, so in my oven, you can just stick your potatoes in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook these and hide.
She says you're cutting her favorite fruit.
Oh, good. I love watermelon. We're going to cut up some squash.
Yaya said hey from Minnesota.
Hello. I don't even know how my light on in here. Welcome from Minnesota. We are hiding vegetables in our potatoes. So I'm going to flip that over upside down. And the reason I have my pot going is because this takes longer to cook than my show. So I'm going to put that face down back in there until those cook with a toothpick clean. All right, now I'm just going to cook my squash. So here's my...
Pedro says howdy from Arizona.
Hello from Arizona. Welcome. Glad you could join us. I'm Sheila, and I'm just showing you a couple things. We cut watermelon really, really fast.
Now we got all our yellow squash here.
Yeah, this is yellow squash. Not every child likes yellow squash. There's not a lot of taste to it, but if you do it wrong, they're going to hate it.
Habas says hello from Egypt.
Oh, hello from Egypt. Wow. Glad you could join us. I'm Sheila. We're
And Lisa's from
cooking up some squash for the kids.
North Carolina.
Know about it. Okay, so here we are. We're just going to peel all this skin off, which would be great in a compost if you have a garden. And if you don't, you can wrap it up in a bag and discard it that way so it won't make your trash can stink. And we're just going to put this in our mashed potatoes. And the kids will never know. You have to take the seeds out, or they might. Okay, so you just clean that up like that.
Do you just blend it up like mashed potatoes?
I'm going to steam it, and then we're just going to whip it right into mashed potatoes. Hello, Elise. How are you?
I want more food.
Hi, baby.
More food?
Yeah.
Hi.
I thought you already had breakfast.
Did you just have a birthday? How old are you now?
This is Elise.
Papa.
Say hi. This is
Hi.
Elise. She is 3 now, right? Can you hold up your fingers?
I want some cake.
Cake. How about watermelon? I just cut some watermelon.
Your birthday? Yes, oh, baby.
That's my boy.
Taste
A
it.
watermelon.
Oh, it's so good. You want a little one? Oh, that's a big bite.
That's my bottle. That.
How good. I just showed how to cut it really fast. Can you say hello?
Hi.
I was going to say, hey, Kitty.
Hey, you.
Ashley says hello from boring Idaho.
I can't put that many in. Here,
Indiana.
It looks like we need to get the children a bowl. Alright, Lise, I'll give you a bowl. Here you go.
You fork.
Let's put this out of the way and we'll pull it off of the counter. Okay, Lise. Alright, I've got a 4-month-old. Come on, Lise, here. We have been down at the pool. In the morning, we go down to swim team. And this little guy's been a real trooper. Say good morning. Good morning. Oh, no.
Hey, Clint. This is Clint Jackson.
It's okay. He's 4 months old, so he needs a lot of attention.
Zainab said hello from Pakistan.
Hello from Pakistan. Hello, my name is Clint. We're making some squash to hide so that the kids don't know about it. Because everybody wants their child to eat more veggies. Okay? So this will be fun. Then you
Just
get
chop
to
up.
have... Yeah, don't chop off your kid's toe. You don't want to do that. Okay, so all I did
Angela
was
says hi
peel
from
squash.
Pennsylvania.
Hello from Pennsylvania. Alright, we got to do the babe hold. Okay, so I have 9 kids, so I cook a lot with kids in my hands.
Oh, super mom.
Yeah. I don't know. By the time I'm finished, hopefully I'll have learned something. I'll be an expert by then.
Richard said you have cute kids.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, San Antonio, we were just there, weren't we? The Bible Bee, and we were there for the film festival. We're filmmakers, so we go down to San Antonio at least once.
You can check out PrincessCutMovies.com.
Oh, yes. We're the makers of Princess Cut. I don't know where my sheet went. Anyway, if you'll check out PrincessCutMovie.com, that is my husband and I's first film. We've done 6 projects, and we hope to do more. So if you have something that you want to have a film out of or an idea, let us know. So I'm taking my squash over. I'm going to steam this.
Alma says you're a pro super mommy. They have super diaper though.
Aw,
Duper diaper.
are you super duper? Say, I'm super. Super, super. I got a hair on you. Get that off me.
She says, whoa, 9 kids on TV. Hello, lucky, gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Say hi. Am I gorgeous? I'm super. I'm super. Super duper. Boop. Bubbles.
And Coraline says he's beautiful.
Thank you, Carolyn. He's my sweet baby.
Carolyn?
That was a
Sorry,
surprise.
it's Carolyn.
I
Sorry.
was on a film set when I found out I was pregnant with him. And then I was 5 months pregnant on the next film set. So he's been everywhere. Haven't you? Alright, so we're going to let that steam. And let
What's
me
the
just
name?
put the lid just slightly ajar. Alright, so we've got that going. We've got our potatoes going in the oven. And I'm going to take you down now.
She says I can lend you an extra pair of mommy hands. Hello.
Oh, I could use one of those moms with like 8 hands. Octomom. If I was a superhero character, I would probably be the Incredibles mom. The mom on Incredibles. What's her? Elastigirl. That's me. I'd be Elastigirl. That'd be so nice. I have a couple extra hands. I could do one for Elise. Oh no, I need 9. One for each kid. I would look a little funny though. All right, so come on down. I'm going to show you what we're doing downstairs.
Hazel's just wondering why you couldn't put the knife down for cutting your baby.
Well, I didn't. He's crying, and I don't think you'd want to hear crying. But I can do a lot with one hand, so I've done this for 16 years.
And
so
you can coach.
Don't try it if you've not done it before. I could put the baby down, but then you'd hear screaming. So we'll try to content him. Normally I don't cook with my baby in my hand. But if you would like some knife tips, I can show you those. My dad sharpens my knives, so they're not really sharp right now because I haven't given them to him. But anyway, so I can do a lot with one hand. I do a lot of cooking with one hand. I coach with one hand. Oh yeah, I even had a baby on a hip while I was coaching a basketball game. So that's just the territory.
Like a little
I've been
koala.
doing, yeah, like a little baby koala. I could put a little backpack on. But anyway, so he goes everywhere. He's great. Come on, Clint. All right, so we're going downstairs. What we're doing downstairs is I'm taking the 1,700 square feet, and my husband and I are trying to make 3 rooms. And we're going to make a little great room.
I don't know if the internet will be good down there.
If I lose you, then I'll come right back. So try to come down with me. We'll stay near the outlets. Okay, so here we go. Okay.
Carolyn says she has 10 kids, but definitely doesn't want have the energy of your amazing mom.
Oh, I think think I'm going to lose it eventually. That's why we get old, right? We had kids when we were young.
Vicky said you need a sling.
Oh, I have a sling. I can't find it. I had a sling for like 1 through 8, and I think I put it far, far away because I think, oh, I don't need that again. And then I had another baby. I'm like, where is my sling? So I need a sling. Okay, so we're down here, and they are going to spray my walls. So they have a product, and they're going to spray the walls. So let me find Kurt. Kurt, there you are. Are you?
It's all a renovation, like a room, the bathroom, closet. See?
Come on in here. Okay,
Hello.
so this is Kurt.
I'm
He
Kurt.
is with
Hi.
Energy Tamers. But
Yes.
Kurt, tell us how Energy Tamers works, how it saves your energy bill.
Well, pretty much what we do is we come in and we do a spray foam, and we have 2 types of foam: open and closed cell.
Are you still on?
Yeah, I am.
We're
And,
good.
20% though.
It's the best insulation that you can use that's on the market today.
And tell us why. There's several properties. It does insulation, but it does
Insulation.
water.
Oh yes.
Waterproofing.
So waterproofing, insulation, and
Hold it right here so you can
It is.
and much more.
So we're doing that because I want the boys to be down here, and I don't want any problems with health. So we don't want mold, we don't want anything. We boarded up our hole for the crawl space, and we're just
Donna
playing
says she
with
wished she had some energy.
Hey Donna, you need to
Save
call
her.
Kurt for Energy Tamers. He'll help you out. He's
Energy
local, but
Tamers.
we're all to use service.
Yes.
Charlotte, maybe?
Oh yeah, we go to all over pretty much. Charlotte to Wilkesboro, Louisville, Clemens, Greensboro.
Hickory or Asheville?
I'm not sure if he's done any projects that far, but if
She asked, what's the secret of having such amazing energy in space?
it's the foam
Oh, keeping the
itself.
foam?
It's
It's
the air particles.
It blocks in the air into
Yeah.
the foam so that it expands and it takes up all the airspace with its own space and its controlled space,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So we're going to do that all over our walls.
It's like having a cooler. Like,
Yeah.
how you have a cup.
Your
So
biggest
if you have
Yeti.
a cup at McDonald's, it's not styrofoam. And you get a styrofoam cup,
Right.
you notice that it stays a lot colder for a lot longer. It's because of that barrier, the air barrier.
Angela said, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're doing that, and Kurt's helping us today, and we're on Quirky Mommies. We're a live streaming show here. We've got
Nice.
9 kids. just
And she
having
said, you
a
look so
field
young
day.
for 9 kids.
Yeah, he thinks I'm in my 20s. Wouldn't that be nice? Turn
You
back
know?
time.
Yeah.
If you need a good husband, here he is. All right, so we're gonna take you back up now,
You
and
guys have a good day.
thank
Thank
you so
you.
much, Kurt. Say bye to Kurt, everyone. Okay, so here we go. Thanks, Kurt. All right, so we're just gonna spray all these walls.
Yep. All
You can
these
see
cracks
we've had some
and
block wall damage and whatnot.
moldish over there.
So I really,
Still a lot of work.
I really don't want to put my boys down here until we have the foam. Lisa girl, you coming up? Come on up.
Sue says you're amazing. Great idea.
Thank you, Sue. All right, we're going back up because we have to get out of the guy's way. So here we go. Come on, Lisa girl. Good girl. All right, so let's pop in on Caleb real quick. Can you pop in on Caleb?
Donna said if you try the Thrive, you will have a lot of energy.
Try Thrive. I guess you need energy, huh? Oh, cool. Okay, I will look into Thrive. I think right now some sleep would be doing wonders. I don't get a lot of sleep at night.
Elizabeth says hello from New York.
Oh, hello from New York. Welcome if you're just joining us. I'm Sheila. I just shared earlier in the video how to cut a watermelon really fast. Flip it upside down in your sink.
You got a
and
little
cut your
stitcher.
Oh no, Isaac! You're stitching my watermelon. You don't like watermelon, do you? I think you do. Why don't you wait till lunch? All right, so we're
Gotta
gonna
charge
go
up
check
here.
in on Caleb real fast. Don't put your video over there.
Sorry, I gotta charge.
Maybe should I bring
Can
you
you come in here? Yeah.
Oh, Clint. I love you. But I gotta put you down. Are you gonna scream at me? Let's see. I gotta find my thingy.
And your stuff in your oven.
Is it done? Oh, good. Okay, so hang on. Talk to them. Ethan, go talk on their thingy and tell them about something.
Hello from Kelly. Here he is.
Hi.
Ethan,
Hi, I'm on the swim team. My name is Ethan, and
what race are you doing?
We have a swim meet tonight, don't
we have
we?
a swim team meet tonight, but I don't know what I'm doing yet. but I plan to win.
Swim fast, swim hard.
Yeah.
Hello.
And you're excited for your basement renovation?
Yep.
You're gonna have your own room. And she says your house looks so clean and nice with all those kids. What's the secret?
Thanks.
Secret of a house.
Ethan, you help. You're a strong helper and you clean up and do chores and stuff. She's like, what's the secret for having so many kids and clean house?
The secret for clean house and kids.
Nice to talk with you. Bye.
I will tell you one thing about having a house. I don't think there's ever really a clean house. We have lots of company, that will help. And then get used to a little bit of just upheaval, because it won't always be perfect.
Yeah.
And that's okay, because our wonderful
Hello from
opportunity-
Florida,
Hello
Kim.
from Florida. Our
Hi from
opportunity of
Philippines.
having children and having them in our home is to give them our home. And they're a blessing. They're on loan. And we just love them. And they make a mess, but you know, it's okay. That's job security, right, for moms. And it'll all turn around, and they make a mess, and we teach them how to clean it up. And sometimes I get frustrated, but then it's really not them that need to change. Really, it's usually me. So if you're, got a lot of things going on and your house is a wreck, hang in there. It'll get better. It's always different every day, and you can start afresh.
And you get
The Lord
helpers.
gives grace, yeah. And you have helpers. My girls, I've got a 16-year-old Anna. She's filming us. There's not really a secret. Just pray the Lord will help you and give you grace. And this little guy, he's a bundle of jelly.
Hi, Glenn.
Now I can cook without you in my arms.
I'm just gonna sit right here. We have a charger.
Okay, so Anna's going to stay local. Clint's going to take a little break. And I'm going to go over here.
Yeah, chop up your squash, or do you already do that?
Okay, so I did my squash, and I'm just going to show you how to hide the vegetables into the squash. Okay, so we've got our squash cooked here, and let's see, I'm going to make sure it's cooked a little bit here.
Santiago said that's why God made women the way they are.
That's right. We are the only ones who can bear an eternal soul, right? Okay, so this is probably going to be in the way, so you have to maybe slide down or slide that way. Okay, so
The most important thing is to have a happy home filled with love and compassion for another.
That's right, and the Lord gives grace because not every day is fun, and not every day is going well. When I'm having a rough day, I just need to stop and say, okay,
Yeah.
let's ask the Lord to help us, and
Good
let's start
attitude
over.
and compassion helps the family go around.
Yes, and
Keep the family going.
it is important to keep the family going because we are a light to everyone, and we want to be a good light.
Sue Robinson says you have been such a blessing, and you have a beautiful house and a beautiful family. Hearts.
Oh, thank you so much. You're so kind. The Lord is good, isn't He? Anytime, every time. And I don't
Hello
have
from
anything
Cambodia.
different than anybody else. I am a very strange personality, my daughter tells me. She's been doing personality research. But it really doesn't matter your personality.
Thank you so much for the
You can do it.
encouragement.
You can all hang in there, and the Lord will give you grace. And
You're chopping up your potatoes.
yeah, I'm just chopping these. Okay, so normally when you make this, it's called golden stuffed potatoes, and it's by Sue Gregg. She takes the potato, she turns it down, and she cooks it. And then she takes out her spoon and she'll scoop out the boat. Well, call it a boat. It's the skin. And then she makes mashed potatoes out of the potatoes. And then she puts the squash in her mashed potatoes, whips it all up, and then she reloads all the mashed into the boat. And
Tammy
she-
says, God bless your family and the Lord is awesome from Lily
Thank you so much.
Rich.
You're so sweet. I appreciate your encouragements. I'm only really doing this to be a light and to be helpful.
Carolyn says, do you homeschool? Of course.
I do homeschool. Well, not always. Not all home moms.
All of them.
Well, I do homeschool.
That's crazy.
I've homeschooled for what now? 12 years? Has it been 12? Yeah, this is my 12th year.
Yeah, since I was
So 12 years.
7.
Yeah, since you were 7. No, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, because you started first grade in 7. So yeah, so 12 years. So every year is different. If you have a bad year, praise the Lord, next year might be better. So, and then you don't have all the kids all at once. They come gradually. And
Do you have like a system that works best for you?
For homeschooling?
Yeah, with all the kids.
Oh, for homeschooling system, I'm kind of eclectic. A lot of people like things that are really, really, really spelled out, and I kind of like to be able to adapt it to the child. And I kind of like doing group study for the main classes, and then going individual, like for math. They'll do their own level, and for spelling and language arts, they do their own level. But history and science and Bible and.
Do you have a particular program you like?
Are they asking me?
Our family.
You're asking me. Anna's asking me.
Our family.
Getting.
So yeah, I like. What Isaac? Did you get enough watermelon?
She said that's awesome.
So yeah, I like
Santiago.
to do something eclectic. A lot of people, their learning style, their teaching style is different. So I think it's important to find out what your teaching style is. Oh yeah, this is what we found. That was in our basement this morning. Kurt found that. And where did we find that one? Do you remember? I can't remember where we found that one.
Do you know what those are, Isaac?
So what's that one?
A wasp's nest.
Right? And what's that one?
Elise, can you help Clint?
That's right. And we have another birdie nest, don't we? And
Carolyn says you are amazing.
thank you. So
Hello from Wisconsin. God bless
welcome
your
from
family.
Wisconsin. We found a really cool nest on our front porch. And we had just studied the cowbird. You remember the cowbird? What does the cowbird do?
Well, they ruin birds' eggs.
They take one egg
Replace it.
of the mommy bird, right?
And
They get rid of it, they throw it away, and they just ditch it.
and then they kill all the eggs. And then
No. They don't kill all the eggs. They put their egg with the other eggs. Right? Because they're lazy moms. See, don't be like a cowbird. Do not be a lazy mom. So the cowbird relies on the other bird.
Christy Grace says love your
to
shows.
raise their own. And thank you for loving our shows. If you like to share us on Facebook, that's, they take wood and they
And check out on your
regurgitate it.
princesscutmovie.com.
Yeah, Isaac, can you go get Daddy's video? It's on the desk. Maybe Ethan, help Isaac go find a video. We'll show everybody.
Please don't yell at him. Just put sassy in.
Alright, so hope you had a good Father's Day. We enjoyed the celebration.
Did you put the squash in the pot?
I put the squash and the potatoes all together. So I'm slowly finishing the last. I can have to do all of these.
Patty says hello from upstate New York.
Hello from New York, Patty. Thank you for joining us. I'm Sheila, and we have
Andrew says
9.
hello.
We're the Mungers, so if you hunger, pray for Munger. And we like to try to keep things simple. We, try to cook our own food if we can. I don't have a garden, if I wish I did. I'm kind of busy, but as the kids get older, I'm more interested in having them help me with the garden. So I'm just steaming these, and let's check on this. Let's see here. Almost done. Okay, so
What, Keelan?
at the beginning of the show, I'll just show you again. So when you want to cut a watermelon really fast, because it's summertime, everyone loves watermelon. So you take a plate, stick it in your sink, because you don't want the ants to come. Okay, so here's my watermelon. I cut it in half. I'm flipping it upside down. There's the navel. And that's just going right now. I think it's called the navel. Watch me quote it wrong. That would be just my
Corky Mama and 3 others just shared your video. Let them know you
Thank you
appreciate
for
it.
sharing. And I am just going to show you a little quick thingy here. So you take the wedge out, you go around and cut it in a star shape, and you take out one wedge. It's about an inch. You could go an inch or so. Okay, so you go. I put my bowl. The boys have stolen my bowl. Can I have my bowl of watermelon back, you guys? I need that back.
Kelly says, I don't like to cook, but seeing you, you're practically inspirational.
Oh, good.
XOXO, love Kelly,
If you
South
want
Carolina.
inspirational, if you want inspiration,
Give it to
get
Mom.
one of these copper pans. They are amazing. I love it. It makes me want to cook. Okay, so I need my bowl back. Okay, so here's Isaac. He stole my watermelon. You're a watermelon thief. It is good.
Thank you, Kelly.
All right. So you just go down, down, down. Slice
Oh,
the top.
thank you, Mikkel.
Thank you.
Share your video.
Thank you for sharing. We're on Quirky
Mindy.
Mamas today. So you just cut the bottom one in the middle, and then you just take it off the rind.
Yeah, it's so simple.
And voila. So
Some people like the rind, some people like to...
I don't like the rind. Let go, guys. Oh, a leash. What did you find?
See, we're just like chunks. It's really simple. Easy.
Yay! You it's mine. Isaac, we found your swimsuit hat.
Wow, that's scrunched up. That's mine.
Oh, that's Anna Grace.
Anna Grace.
No wonder.
No wonder you couldn't find it. It's in the brother's room. Alright, so I peeled my squash. The reason I cut a squash and I'm steaming it with my potatoes is so that I can hide it. The children won't know it's in there.
Tammy says hi from Toronto.
Hello from Toronto. That's a neat place. I love being in Toronto. Big city. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, so we took you downstairs and I showed you the energy tamers. They spray a nice foam on the walls and it keeps your heat and your moisture and all those things in and out in the right spots, right quantities.
How long do they take?
And I don't know. I'm kind of waiting to see how it goes. So it's kind of like having a field trip in our basement, really. We've been doing that because the boys are in a really tiny room. They have 2 bunk beds, and they're getting bigger. And so we're going to move them downstairs, and we're going to renovate their room and either make it into the baby's room or my husband's office because he's a filmmaker, and he's always editing at night. So we get to listen to the score of our new movie, which is in post-production. It's called The Reliant. So check out thereliant.com. What'd you find now? Another one. Yay! Oh, good. You found it. You want to put it on? Yeah. Okay, here's how you put it on.
Oh dear. The Sanfords just had 3 earthquakes.
3 earthquakes. Whoa. That's a lot of earthquakes. I've not, to my knowledge, not been in an earthquake. So you get the middle wet. No. So you get the wet. Okay, now look on my pocket. I can't move.
Ashley said, hey from Mama 4 in Kentucky.
Mama 4, welcome. We are coming in here. Okay, hold it on your forehead, right? Wait, I can't see. Hold it on your forehead right there. Now put your hand, no, not underneath. Hold it like this on your head. Okay.
Oh, they had 1 and it was at 3.0.
Whoa, that's a huge earthquake. You gotta hold it on the front. Can you hold it there? You're gonna go like this. See, I'm gonna put it like this, and you're gonna hold it on your head like this.
Macallie says, hello from Israel. Good job.
Hello from Israel. We're just teaching Isaac how to put his swim thingy on. Ready? 1, 2. Hiya! Yeah! Super gator. Yes, that's squash. This is yellow.
Can you help Clint, Isaac?
And
Can you help Clint? You want squash? You want this?
Okay, so that takes longer.
Yeah, sorry. The squash is still cooking.
It's not going to fit you, honey. It's going to be too big. Uh-oh, my baby's crying. Clint is 4 months old. So, Anna, do you mind if I put my hand on here?
The Hill said she's a mom of 3 and has a 6-year-old and 1 daughter, 2-year-old, and a 1-year-old son.
You know, 3 is actually quite hard. You go from man to man to zone. And then you stay in zone the rest of your life.
Zone?
Zone defense for basketball. Oh, Lizzie girl, you're so cute and innocent. Woohoo! Okay,
Isaac, can you help Clint?
now? It's okay.
He was being left out.
We didn't leave you abandoned.
That squash takes a long time.
Oh, it's not the squash, it's the potato that should have got
potatoes.
sooner.
Hello from Japan. I'm so glad to see you guys.
Hello
Lately,
from
we've been
Japan.
very sad and stressed out with the week. It's been trying to get done and donate and volunteer.
Oh, I'm so glad you're still looking outward. You know, that's a really healthy way to continue is to look for other people who are less fortunate. Helps us not get depressed and focus on ourselves. But I'm
Be a
sorry,
blessing to
I've been
other
praying
people.
for you, and thank you for coming, and hope we can be an encouragement to you somehow today. We're just showing a couple little tips that make things a little faster at my house. Cutting watermelon, making kids eat squash, and we're having a field trip in our basement. But little guy's not happy right here. I'm sorry, baby boy.
Mrs. Hill says they keep her on her feet, her kids, you know, her 2-year-old.
Oh yeah, they
They're
keep you going. Maybe they'll keep me skinny.
They're only 1 day apart.
1 day apart. Wow, that's amazing. We'll pray for you. Congratulations. We are excited for that.
You asked how old is Clint?
He's 4 months old. I found a really good way to supplement if you run out of milk with like twins or like one time I I ran out of milk when I was pregnant with Emma and didn't know I was pregnant. And so I ran out of milk at 11 months. And the closest thing to mother's milk is goat milk, a third part goat milk, a third part pure water, and a third part pure and fresh carrot juice. Those three things together, my kids don't drink it together, but
Third part goat milk?
Well, like if
Third
you
part
have
water?
three thirds,
So
one third water, 1/3 carrot juice, and 1/3 goat milk. And that's digestible. Closest thing to mother's milk. And it's alive. Oh, he's alive. Alright, he's not going to make it. So I got to get him out. Okay.
Would you put the CBD into it?
Another question, or you ask?
Mama. Oh yeah, yesterday.
I know, since you wouldn't have it in the milk.
No, anyways.
She says hello from Switzerland.
Hello from Switzerland. Welcome. I'm Sheila, and we're the Mungers. There's nothing in there, honey. It's empty. I promise.
And she says hello from Tel Aviv. Keep going.
Okay.
Love.
So I just was sharing a couple things today, and the reason I was going to do my potatoes is so you can hide yellow squash. If you make mashed potatoes, steam your squash, put the squash right in it, whip it up, and they'll never know. So,
Santiago says she has an 8-year-old and a 2-year-old twins.
oh, twins, that's great.
Definitely keep her on her feet.
Oh yeah. When I was first married, I kept other people's children, and I had Anna Gray, she was 3, and I had two other little children. I had a 1-year-old of my own, Audrey, and I took care of 2 other little girls, or boy and a girl, and so I had 3 1-year-olds.
Hassan says hello from Dubai.
Hello from Dubai. Welcome. This is Clint. So I had 3 young 1-year-olds and one 3-year-old and 3 1-year-olds, and I was pregnant. And I was like, oh, this is hard work. At lunch, I'd go mouth, 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 take a bite, help her, feed, take a bite. It was a lot of work. So we're cheering for you. Keep going on. You can do it. And as they learn to feed themselves, it'll just get better.
Santiago says she wouldn't change anything in the world.
They're wonderful. We'll never send them back. We just keep them and love them. Yeah. I'm going to do Super Boy. Say, I'm going to do a leaf.
And Samantha Buckley says hi.
This is how we do a leaf. Hello, Samantha. Let me do a spider. Oh, he's not in the mood for leaves and spiders. It's okay, baby. Okay, so I can't really do potatoes
So says
with
hello,
you in my
cute baby.
hand. So let's take out our watermelon.
Samantha is from London.
Oh, Samantha from London. Cool. Welcome. We're just cooking up something. And let's see. Maybe
You could show your spices that you use in it.
Let's see. This is tricky. So I can't do you in my arms while I do very hot stuff. 'Cause you
wait,
would
Mom.
not like that. Alright, so we're just going to move this out. Whoa! What, love? And we're done. Yay!
Ripped it.
Oh dear, you didn't use the zipper, did you? Alright, so Ethan, can you come hold Clint so I can do the potatoes? I don't want to burn little baby boy legs. Little baby boy legs. Alright, so you take him and just go hold him in. He likes to turn out.
I still only have 0.5% battery.
Are you charging?
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, so go on to the back. Little CJ. Okay, so you're not going to charge. Alright, I might lose you.
Santiago says, yeah, what a beautiful family.
Thank you so much. We are so blessed to have them. Alright, so what we do, once you cook it in the oven, you take your little spoon or a fork. The best thing...
A grapefruit spoon.
Here it is. The best thing is a grapefruit spoon. A grapefruit spoon has a little serrated edge. And you're just going to go in along the bottom here, break the skin.
Santiago
and you
says,
can
God
see
bless
how
you.
high it is. Thank you, Santiago. I really appreciate it. The Lord is very faithful to me. I can't complain.
You just kind of like go around.
He is definitely paying my wages because it's a earthly, thankless job, but in heaven there's great rewards.
Elizabeth Draper and 4 others just shared your video.
Thank you for sharing. So I'm just going to put this in the blender. So what you do, okay, we're just going gonna scrape now the. Oops, there's my grapefruit spoon. Scrape this into here. So this is how you make the start of mashed potatoes. So you put your boat down, back over here. If I lose you, it's because my battery's about to die. So if I do, I apologize. Okay, so you're just gonna scrape these out with a hot thing because it is hot. And the kids won't know that the vegetables are in there because we're gonna sneak our squash.
Just mix them together?
Into, yeah, you just whip them together. And the kids don't know. It's great. So we're just gonna scrape these out. I should have started these earlier because then I could have done them all in this fashion. But
Christy Grace and 5 others just shared your video.
Thank you for sharing. We're the Mungers. We're the makers of Princess Cut. So go to princesscutmovie.com. We also have a movie called Reliant. It's in post-production. So if you could go on Facebook and find thereliant.com and check out Unbridled, one of our other movies. We've also done Hero. We've also done Alone Yet Not Alone, and Screenwriters, and our own movie, Princess Cut. So check out princesscutmovie.com. All right, so we put that in there like that. Hello. Welcome. Glad you could join. Okay, so this is basically done. Not
To hold it really
but I gotta do it before I lose my battery.
I think it's still a good one.
Okay, so here we go. This would be all the boats, okay? I just have to speed it up. Okay, so you can basically make mashed potatoes, or you can do it in the boats, either way. Okay, so I dump that out. Okay, yep. Put that there. Alright, so down here, you can't really see it, I have yellow squash. Okay, so the yellow squash goes right in to the blender. This is super, super hot. Okay, so I'm just going to flush it out. Alright, we're going to get this in here because what we want to do is we want to steam them all together, squash last, because that'll go a lot faster. And then you want to just put the mashed potatoes and the squash in the blender together, whip them up just like normal. You can put in your butter, your sour cream, whatever it is you like to put in your potatoes. Alright, so my kids like a little sour cream. You just follow me. So we're just going to a little sour cream. If I can find it. Okay.
Carolyn says, does the squash make the potato color change?
No, the potatoes won't change
Depends on
color.
the squash, right?
The squash will basically be hidden. You won't see it. And it'll make it so that the kids don't know it's there. Not that I'm going to lie to them. If they tell me what's in this, I will tell them.
Jenny says her kids, Bella and Nicholas, love watching you guys.
Oh, good. Thank you, Bella. Thank you, Nicholas. My kids love to help me. So, I'm going to put this on now, the blender. And I'm bringing everything to you because my battery's dying. That seems to always happen to me. I think technology is the hardest thing about doing what I do. If it wasn't technology, I love it. And I would say, oh, you have any maids? Well, I have a Broomhilda, and I have a dishwasher, and I have a thingy, dishwasher. All right, so pick that up. I have a little cover. Okay.
Paige and 8 other people shared your video.
Thank you for sharing. We're the makers of Princess Cut. Check out our movie, princesscutmovie.com. Check out the Unbridled movie and check out The Reliant. So, if your children don't mind a little spice, a little bit of cumin, ground cumin, is nice. So you just put a little bit of cumin with it. Not everybody puts cumin in their mashed potatoes, but it's good. Alright, so I'm just going to make sure...
Do you use milk or butter?
Whipped.
Milk or butter?
Oh, I just put a little sour cream. You can use milk, you can use butter, you can use salt. You definitely want to use salt. Probably only a teaspoon though. You don't want to get too much salt, or your mashed potatoes taste like... So, alright.
Did you already put the squash in?
Squash is in.
Wow.
Then I only use salt. And I use sea salt. Sea salt has stuff like iodine, manganese. You need some of those essentials. You definitely
Slava said good morning.
You want to have iodine in your diet. If you eat the apple, you can actually eat the seed of the apple because that will have the right amount of iodine with the right amount of what you need for your body, because your thyroid controls everything, and you want your thyroid to have enough of what it needs. Okay, so it needs
Carolyn says, I
iodine.
do this with pumpkin and tell the kids it's yellow potatoes.
Yes, you could do it with pumpkin. The sky's the limit. I mean, I guess you could do it with peas. That'd be pretty fun. So all I'm doing, you could scoop it like this. You could scoop it like that. Or you could do the other way. Just take a grocery bag.
Yeah, I was surprised when there was a purple sweet potato.
Oh, the white ones are phenomenal. The white sweet potatoes taste so good. Sweet potatoes hardly need any hiding though. You put a little, what do you call it? Cinnamon sugar.
Why are you putting it in a bag?
Oh, you could scoop it out.
Oh.
I'm just being weird, Anna, right? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not being, but maybe I am being weird.
Oh,
No.
this is what you do with your eggs, your deviled
Right.
eggs.
So I put them in here like this. This just makes it easier. And of course I don't have scissors. Someone has borrowed my scissors. Maybe there's a dishwasher. Let's see. Yep. Ta-da! Found my scissors. They're in the dishwasher. Okay, so you just clip the end. Now this is obviously big. On deviled eggs, you don't want to do this that wide, but you can make a really wide one. And then you just go whole lot faster. Whole lot faster than
It's
scooping
like
it in.
cupcake.
Yeah, really. We'll have potato wars instead of cupcake wars. Alright, so you just scoop that back in there, and you can't really even see the yellow squash. You might find a seed or two. You can de-seed it if you like to. My kids don't care. They don't even taste them. They're already steamed. Okay, so to that, you got a beautiful little thing there. And when you serve it, you put it on a real pretty plate, like so.
Do you put paprika on it?
What?
Paprika.
You could do paprika. You could sprinkle a little bacon on there. The kids aren't going to know they're eating vegetables. It's delicious. Okay, so there it is. And we could put on our beautiful... Now, we did put a little bit of cumin in there. That was yummy. And to that...
Do your kids eat the shells?
You can eat the shells if you want to. There's nothing wrong with them. They are baked. They are washed. So if you want to eat the shell, feel free. You don't have to. But when you finish, you put a little paprika for color. If you have a paprika allergy, please don't use paprika. I have a friend who goes in anaphylactic shock when he has paprika. So please don't do that if you're allergic. Don't put anything you're allergic to on them for my sake. Okay, so there you have it. So you've got some yellow squash in your mashed potatoes, and your kids won't even know it's there, and they'll eat the vegetables. So I hope you've enjoyed this segment. I'm Sheila, and
20 minutes.
I'm sorry, Anna's telling me something.
20 minutes.
20 minutes for what?
Till it's 12.
Oh, I have more time? Is that what you're saying? Well, so you can put them in the boat, and you can cook them, or you can make mashed potatoes, just like I did here. I did two versions. I did the in the oven, in the pan. You scrape that out, you just load them back in. Or you can do the mashed potatoes like I did just now in the pot. So there's two ways to make mashed potatoes. If you want to use the boats, you got to do it like this. Bring them in here. Come here, CJ. Come here. If you want to do it in the boats, you just need a boat. So cook them on the oven. If you want to do them just mashed potatoes, then just cook them in the pot. Oh, baby boy. Oh, did you bring them?
Would you cut your potatoes in half and then cook them, or you cook them a little bit and then cut them in half?
Cut them in half and put them upside down on a pan. You can do that with a butternut squash. You can cook that upside down. All squash you cook upside down, and so you can put the potatoes upside down. All right, so then you just put your yellow squash into the potato mixture, and it's
Oh,
delicious.
Carolyn says cheese on the top and pop them back in the oven for a minute is yummy.
Put some cheese on there. Let's do that. Good idea. Let's do that. Okay. Bring it out. Oh, come on up. Hello, come on up. Hi, John.
Hey, we're going to be spraying in about 5 minutes.
Ooh, can we watch?
Well, you can't be in the house.
Oh, not in the house. Okay, we got 5 minutes to get out of the house.
Yeah, I know I told Paul. He
That's
said
fine.
that
We'll go to the park. We'll be out of the park.
Okay.
Thank you so
gotta
much,
turn
John.
off the
Okay.
air system.
I'll turn off the air.
All right.
And
Alright,
it's going to
so-
have an odor.
Okay.
There's the reason why, and you just can't be in the premises without.
Okay, come up here for a
Come here,
second.
boys.
Come here, John. I'm gonna advertise for you.
We gotta go now.
John, come here a second.
Come here.
Come here a second. Okay, so this is John.
Hey.
We're on a live streaming show, so I'm going to have some advertisement for you. All right, so this is John. He is the owner of Energy Tamers. He's the one coming to do my hair.
Hello from New Zealand.
So, tell the fine folks about what the foam does.
We're going to be
Why it's so
spraying.
good.
We're going to be spraying closed cell foam today on the walls. And the closed cell foam is a vapor barrier, moisture barrier, air barrier, and a superior insulator.
Wow.
So one of the purposes to doing the closed cell on the walls is to eliminate the moisture coming through the block wall where dirt
Where it's a
is
little cracked.
pressed up against it. And then on the exterior wall, also prevent moisture and be an insulator as well. So the closed cell foam is approximately R7 per inch, which is a considerable amount over any other traditional insulation. And of course, it's not a fiber product, so there's not a moisture issue in it.
Right.
So we can use the foam in a lot smaller cavity to
Right, and
get
it
greater
fills all the
performance.
cavities.
Yeah, so the foam will be sprayed on, two-part process, and then it expands and cures.
Yeah.
And we put that on first, and then they come back and finish the walls after.
It's really cool. And we're so thankful he could be here today. So he's going to get his work done, and we're going to go out to the park.
So we just don't want to have anybody in the space we're spraying that's not equipped with the respirator as it sprays.
So that means we get to go to the park. Yay!
You get to go to the park and go to the pool.
Thank you, John.
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate it.
Thank
we'll
you.
see you when you're done.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you for joining us at Kids Cast, and we'll see you later. And check out princesscutmovie.com.